Hi, this is Gila. So, after the case of Asia Bibi, who, amazingly, after sitting in prison for a number of years, was actually found not guilty, there is now the case of a young professional man and university lecturer, Junaid Hafeez, with a great deal to offer his society, who, after several years in prison already, was sentenced to death in his native Pakistan on the 21st of December for violating Section 295C of the Pakistan Penal Code, the Islamic Sharia blasphemy law that results in a death sentence for anyone who in any way defiles the name of Mohammed. All it takes is for one person to hack another's account and write a few words on his Facebook page that Pakistani law considers to be blasphemy, and that can completely destroy someone's life, which may well have been the case here. Junaid Hafeez's first lawyer was murdered, and anyone taking his case risks the same thing to happen to them, although his latest brave lawyer is appealing this verdict. Apparently, court officials feared an attack by a mob if Hafeez was acquitted. Now, Pakistan, which is ruled under strict Sharia law, is actually a country where many Muslim immigrants to the UK have come from. Do you think that these immigrants simply leave such outdated and barbaric beliefs behind when they come here and embrace the freedoms and openness that so many previous generations suffered for British people to enjoy today? Silly question. Would we allow in millions of neo-Nazis following a creed which condemns all non-Aryans, whatever that actually means, as subhuman, whose human rights should not be respected and who deserve humiliation or even murder? However nice many of these neo-Nazis may actually appear to be, at least on the surface, Islam is not a religion like Christianity or Judaism, or any other mainstream religion for that matter. It is a political ideology dressed up in religious clothing, which actually makes it all the more dangerous. If you believe, as written in the Quran and Hadith, that the only sure way to enter paradise, complete with rivers of wine and sex orgies there, although it appears the nymphomaniac virgins are apparently a mistranslation of white grapes, which does alter things somewhat. But if you think that is the only sure way to enter paradise, to murder other human beings while being killed yourself in the process, then what can more secular British values truly offer you in exchange? Hard and often boring work, bad weather, illnesses, everyday human misunderstandings, screaming children, normal problems of life, and no guarantee that you will be able to retire with sufficient money to live in ease later on. If you're a young Muslim man dedicated to serving Allah as Mohammed has instructed, then those sexy virgins in paradise might seem a very tempting alternative. Getting angry with righteous indignation against anyone who blasphemes against your own ideological understanding, in the surety that, according to Islamic holy writings, you are doing what Allah wants, can perhaps be a darkly enjoyable and even addictive way to express your underlying frustrations with normal, boring, everyday life. Without any alcohol, most music or dancing or any real interaction with non-Muslims, simply having fun, allowed to distract you from your rigid and fundamentalist mindset. So, to any Muslim who may have come across this video and has actually made it this far, answer honestly, yes or no. Do you believe that everyone in Britain should live under Sharia law? Do you believe that anyone even criticizing Mohammed, as I've done quite a bit on my channel, should be executed? Do you believe that Muslim apostates should be killed, as Mohammed is recorded as saying in the Hadith? If you cannot honestly answer no to all those questions, then as a British citizen myself, who was born in England and lived most of my life there, frankly, I don't believe that you deserve to live in Britain or in any other civilized country. Or does anyone else who will not disavow the horrific teachings of Mohammed with regard to the abysmal treatment of non-Muslims, women, Christians, Jews, Hindus, atheists, homosexuals, or anyone with a good conscience who simply says that what the Quran and Hadith truly teach faithful Muslims to do to non-Muslims is fundamentally wrong? Thank you so much for listening. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Goodbye.